Lovable just hit $20 million in annual recurring revenue in 2 months. That's not a typo. But here's what actually matters. People with zero coding experience are using the platform right now to ship SaaS products that generate $2,000 to $5,000 a month in recurring revenue. This video walks through how that's actually happening, why the timing matters, and what you need to know if you're thinking about building something. Lovable is an AI app builder that generates full-stack applications from natural language prompts. You describe what you want, and it outputs deployable code, front-end, back-end, database logic, all of it. The company launched publicly around mid-2024, and by early 2026, they'd crossed 20 million ARR. That growth tells you something specific. There's real demand from people who want to build and ship, but don't want to spend 2 years learning React or Python first. The platform handles the hard structural stuff automatically. You're not writing functions or debugging deployment configs. You're describing features, iterating on the design, and pushing to production. For someone without a technical background, that's the difference between a 3-month project and a 3-week project. For a founder thinking about revenue, that's the difference between viable and not viable. The no-code SaaS space has existed for years, but it's always had a ceiling. Bubble, Webflow, Zapier, they're powerful, but they're visual builders. They make it easier to connect existing tools, but they don't let you build novel logic or truly custom applications without hitting constraints. Lovable uses LLMs to generate actual code, which means you can build almost anything a traditional developer could build, just faster. The timing also matters because hosting and payment infrastructure are solved problems now. You can deploy to Vercel or Railway for nearly free at small scale. Stripe handles payments with a few lines of code. The infrastructure that used to require thousands in setup costs is now essentially free until you have real traction. That changes the math on whether a $2,000 a month SaaS is worth building. What's shifted is the time to revenue bottleneck. It used to be learn to code, build the app, launch, find customers, generate revenue. That took years. Now it's define the problem, prompt the builder, refine, launch, find customers. That takes weeks or months. There are specific patterns emerging in what's working. Some creators are building internal tools that solve problems for specific industries, then selling them as SaaS products. One documented case is a scheduling optimization tool for salon owners. A 30-minute problem statement in Lovable became a working app in 2 days, and it's now generating $2,500 monthly from 100 paying users at $25 each. Another pattern is vertical SaaS for freelancers. Someone built a proposal writing tool that integrates with Stripe and email. It's not innovative in concept. Similar tools exist, but the creator shipped it in 3 weeks, found customers who needed exactly that workflow, and reached $2,000 a month within 8 weeks of launch. The advantage isn't the idea. It's speed to market and willingness to own the iteration process. The third pattern, which is less obvious, is building tools that aggregate or resell existing data through a custom interface. A creator built a tool that pulls market data from public APIs and presents it with custom filters and alerts. They charged $15 a month and had 50 subscribers within 6 weeks. Not huge money, but it demonstrates that execution speed, being able to launch and start learning from real users, is often more valuable than the original idea. What connects these isn't innovation in the product sense. It's speed in the building sense. They all launched within 4 to 6 weeks. They all validated demand with real paying users before investing heavily. That feedback loop is what's actually valuable. Let's get specific about the unit economics. If you build a SaaS on Lovable and get it to $2,000 monthly recurring revenue, you're looking at roughly this breakdown. Lovable itself costs between $100 and $200 a month depending on the tier. Hosting on Vercel or Railway might be $50 a month at that scale. Email delivery, if you need it, is another $30. Payment processing takes 2.9% plus 30 cents per transaction, but that's already baked into revenue, so it's not an additional cost. You're looking at operational costs under $300 a month. That leaves you with $1,700 monthly profit before customer acquisition. Customer acquisition is where the math either works or doesn't. If you're acquiring customers through content, Twitter, or industry communities, your acquisition cost is time, not money. If you're running ads, you need to be efficient. The most successful launches we've seen have acquisition costs under $50 per customer in the first month, meaning they win back that acquisition cost within 2 to 3 months of a customer's subscription. The leverage is obvious. Your time is spent building and marketing. The building part takes days instead of months because of Lovable. The marketing part is the actual bottleneck, but that's a better problem to have. First, you need a specific problem to solve. Not a vague idea, a concrete problem that you've either experienced or can talk to 5 people about in the next week. That's non-negotiable. Lovable makes it easy to build, but it doesn't make customer discovery easier. You still need to know if anyone will pay for a solution. Second, you need a willingness to talk to potential customers before and during building. Some people use Lovable to validate ideas faster. You can ship a rough version in a week, show it to 10 interested people, incorporate feedback, and iterate. That cycle takes 2 weeks instead of 6. But you have to do the cycle. Third, you need to pick a monetization model and actually implement it. Free trials with credit card required convert better than freemium for most use cases. Stripe makes that implementation trivial. You can add billing to a Lovable app in an afternoon using their API. Don't overthink this. Fourth, you need a way to get customers. This is the part that isn't automated. Some founders use Twitter to document the build. Others find communities where their customers already hang out. Some run Google Ads. The platform you're building on isn't the constraint anymore. Customer discovery is. You don't need capital. You don't need a co-founder. You don't need to know how to code. You do need a specific problem, some willingness to talk to potential customers, and an ability to iterate based on real feedback. Not every idea is a good fit for this path. If you're trying to build the next Figma, Lovable will help you move faster, but you'll still need a team and significant capital. The $2,000 a month SaaS playbook works for specific, narrow problems, not platform plays. Also, Lovable's output is only as good as your prompts and your iteration. If you're not willing to spend time refining the generated code or explaining requirements clearly, you'll end up with something mediocre. The platform does the coding work, but you still own the product thinking. There's also the question of long-term defensibility. If your SaaS is based on a straightforward problem, someone else can build it in 2 weeks too. Your moat is customer relationships, network effects, unique data, or being first to market and executing better. The speed of building on Lovable is an advantage that decays over time. If you have a specific problem you think people would pay to solve, spend the next week talking to potential customers about it. Then try building a version on Lovable, just to see what's possible. The whole cycle takes less time than you'd spend on a traditional launch plan. If you find customers willing to pay, you've got a validated business idea. If you don't, you've learned that specific problem isn't actually a problem, and you move to the next one. Either way, you're moving faster than the traditional path would let you.